Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
More questions for Ty?
Hey, Ty, what kind of a teammate is Damian Jackson?
Damian Jackson, he's a scary team. No, I'm just playing. He's one of my really close friends, I feel like, on the team. He really helped me, along with Chris Walker. They kind of helped me during that COVID year, kind of in the weight room to kind of get bigger, faster, stronger so I could be able to play. I really owe them guys a lot. But, I mean, he's a great leader, great example of kind of the person you'd want to be out in the football field. Gets stuff done, does the right thing, and holds you accountable, even though sometimes it's tough love, and I really appreciate that for him.
Ty, what did you guys accomplish over the 5 weeks?
I feel great. I know we had 2 kind of intermediate practices last week to kind of keep our blood going, so we just weren't stiff coming back, no fatigue. My body feels great. Got a lot of schoolwork done too, so I can catch up on that and really focus on the last 4 games that we have of the season, and I don't know. I feel like everyone came out with a better energy today.
How do you guys generate more? Sacks is the only way you define pressure, but how do you guys generate a little bit more pass rush?
Well, in my opinion, if you look at it, every game we've kind of gotten a good pass rush presence in the beginning, and then you kind of see teams start to go to 3-step, quick release. I mean, we're getting back there, and I mean, they're just getting the ball out too quick. Where not anybody could get in it. But I do know that it's more than just getting back there. I mean, the pass presence. I mean, we're told as a D-line to get our hands up in the window. I mean, you see us deflect a few balls here and there, and really it's just got to be staying in our pass rush lanes, really closing that pocket so that he can't escape and squeeze through seams that we create.
You guys have had success against Purdue in terms of getting sacks. Is that related to their scheme? And they don't always go to 3 steps. They like to try to throw it down.
Yeah, that's fine. You want to hold on to the ball. I mean, we're going to do our best to get back there. I know that we're going to have a good game plan, good scheme for this week to get back there. A lot of games, a lot of good calls to help us out with that as well. And then we just got to win our one-on-ones when we have the opportunity.
Purdue will play 3 different quarterbacks at times. I mean, what do they do different as they kind of rotate in different quarterbacks?
Yeah, I know 13, Jack Plummer, he was benched after halfway through the season, and then that older dude came up. It seems like the starting guy is more of a pro-style quarterback. Jack's more of a, I'd say pro, but he's more run-the-ball type, and then their other guy, I think, is just more of a wildcat kind of quarterback, really just to run the ball back there.
They're a little bit unique. I mean, you've been around the league a couple of times now. Are they? I mean, a lot of teams are going to try to line up and run it at you. You guys have seen a lot of that in the past few weeks. They're a little bit different, aren't they? In terms of
they're a big pass-heavy team. I don't really think they have an identity in the run game. I mean, I think we held them to -2 rushing yards last year, which I mean is a really big positive for us. But like we were just saying, I mean, I think the pass game is going to be the key focus for us this week. We can't overlook the run game at all because we got to stick to our bread and butter. But I think we know that we can kind of handle the run game a little bit. We just do our job.
when you went back and think about Michigan and Minnesota, what was it? I mean, both those teams ended up putting a pretty good number on you in terms of rushing yards. Is there one thing that could have been done better, or are they sort of individual?
Yeah, I think tackling was really the biggest issue for us. Michigan, not as much, but that Minnesota game, just really bad angle, bad coverage of the tackle. Guys, I mean, running to the ball, just missing tackles. I mean, that's really just what it was. And just the little details, again, fine details.
Scott talked to us last week about the team just having to get a last inch. They're so close. When you think about that statement, what do you feel like you guys have to do to get that, maybe those final inches?
It's just those little details play a little bit hard. I feel like we're playing with great effort, great intensity. It's just being locked in those key moments, those key plays that are making us lose these one-score games that are really going to be the turning point. So if we can start winning more of those key plays, then I feel like we'll be a happier program.
What's an example of a key play in your own mind, like the plays you're talking about?
It's a third down, and, I mean, you know that you got, like for me, for example, in the Minnesota game, I hit the tackle and I peeked in my gap and I saw a running back go away and I peeked in the other gap and he ran right in my primary gap for first down and more. That's just one of the examples for that. Maybe sometimes not blowing a coverage, but maybe getting beat on a one-on-one or maybe a tackling issue as well. I mean, it's an easy layup tackle and you end up missing it or something like that. Just the focus and the little details.
Ty, what are these, the way that your schedule has set up over the second half of the season with 2 games in a bye, 2 games in a bye, 2 games, what does that allow you guys to do differently at all with your training, your conditioning, the mentality that you take into each week?
Nothing really. This whole season, we've been going pretty hard in the weight room. Today, I mean, I squatted 6 plates today with Cameron Jergs and Mosai Newsome, and we kind of did our own little workout today. And then out in the field, I mean, it's the same thing. I'm gonna bring the same juice, same energy every day to make my guys better, just like I know they will to make me better.
Understanding that the focus has to be on the current opponent, how much do you have a bowl in the back of your mind, bowl eligibility? How much you guys talk about it? Is that something on your mind?
What do you mean by eligibility?
Getting bowl
bowl
eligibility?
eligibility.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, I'd love to go to a bowl game, but I mean, we can't go to a bowl game if we don't win 3 more games. So it's just going to be one game at a time, really focus on the Purdue and then Wisconsin next, and then we'll have that bye week as well. So really just start putting a lot more energy that we all have over the season to win these games.
Hey Ty, how well do you know Jack Plummer, both game Arizona guys?
I don't know him very well. I played against his brother in high school once, and I think we won. And then I got to play against him last year. He's a pretty good quarterback. He's pretty shifty. He got me last year, so hopefully I get to get him back this year.
Have you seen your coaches, maybe not just Coach Frost, but the assistants too, kind of handle some of these tough losses? What do you see in the way that they talk to you guys and approach you? Appreciate it. Has it changed in the last week or so?
No, not really. Coach Tuioti really preaches that, I mean, when you hit the stone 100 times, 1,000 times, it may not crack on that 100th time or that 99th time, but that one time it does crack, that's when you feel accomplished. So I feel like it's just kind of that same goal. I mean, we keep going week after week after week, pound, and we end up losing, but one of these days that rock's finally going to crack and we're finally going to start winning games. So that's been kind of the message in the D-line room, and then I haven't really seen anything waver from the other coaches as well on the defensive side or the offensive side. They're still doing their jobs pretty darn well, and we're going out there with high intensity in practice.